Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, teacher.
My name is Tricia Thompson. I am a circulation supervisor here. I work downstairs, but I got started at the library right up here at the computer help desk working with Annie, who is our training manager. And today we're going to learn about Google Classroom. Now, if any of you have kids that are in school right now, they probably are familiar with this, especially high school. When during COVID, my daughter was at Downers Grove North, and she's actually had to be remote for nearly all of her junior year, sophomore and junior year, and they use Google Classroom. Well, I never even thought anything about it, but we went to the circulation supervisor and I went to a training, like a conference in Madison, and they talked about using Microsoft Teams as a way to collaborate with different departments on projects and talk and things like that. And I thought, wow, that would be a good thing for us to use in circulation. I monitor and manage the onboard and annual training. And at that time it was on spreadsheets, and I had to update these spreadsheets daily and weekly, and I had to send out emails to each individual person about what training they had left. Well, we didn't have Microsoft Teams on our systems here, but someone suggested that I try Google Classroom. And I did, and I fell in love with it. So Google Classroom is what they call a learning management system. And it allows you to, you can create a classroom, and in that classroom you can load up materials, you can create assignments for the students that are in your classroom. And it is Google based, so you do have to have a Gmail account to create the classroom and to invite people to it. So anyone you invite has to have a Gmail account. I tried to invite myself with my alter ego, with my Yahoo account, and it wouldn't allow me to do it. So as long as you have a Gmail account, and those who you want to invite have a Gmail account, you can collaborate on just about anything. So I created a classroom for onboarding annual training and got rid of that spreadsheet. Now everything is included in Google Classroom. All the links to the trainings that they have to take, any materials that I want them to read, I assign the training to them in Google Classroom. They'll get a notification about it. They complete it, they turn it in, and I can see who's done what. I can look at all of that. So today I'm going to show you from beginning to end how to create a classroom. And again, I'm not in no way an expert on it, but I can show you how, just for some things, even in your personal life, you can use Google Classroom. So that was professional. I've also used it to plan a move. If you have a Girl Scout, you can use it to manage those wonderful Girl Scout cookie orders that I'm sure you love, those forms that the kids bring around. Well, all of it can be sort of digitalized and easier for everyone to access if you use Google Classroom. I'm going to show you how to create a classroom, how to upload materials to that classroom, how to assign things to people in the classroom, and how to invite people as either a teacher or a student in the classroom. And it'll make more sense when we start talking about it specific, sort of like the holiday planning. That's the one we're going to talk about today. So if you want to use Google Classroom for something personal, today we're going to talk about how to use it for planning for the holidays. And it's December 12th, so we're probably a little bit late now. Hopefully by now you've all finished all your holiday planning. Or not, it's going to be an interesting holiday. But maybe you can use it for the next holiday season. All right, so the first thing is, if you have your Gmail account, you'll see that there's these little dots right over here on the side. And you probably didn't even know, if you click that you can actually scroll down, because there's more Google apps inside here. And the one we're looking for is the one that looks like a chalkboard. If you click on that, that will open up in Google Classroom. And it's going to ask you if that's you. That is not me. This person has saved their stuff, so I'm going to have to make sure that you're in your Gmail account. So there we go. I'm just going to give you a little time to get to your Gmail account.
Okay, so use another account. Look at you. Look at all these classes.
Well, as you can see, I did get a little happy with creating classrooms.
Okay, password. Yes. Yes, do you know your password?
No. However,
So if you want, though, you don't have to do it right now along with me, because I'm gonna go through the whole process, and then at the end, we can go through, we can walk you through doing it step by step.
You need a little address book, by the way.
These are all credit cards, gift cards.
Oh my God.
No,
Don't worry about it. You can
Yeah,
watch.
let's just watch, because we
Then
can,
we can get you, think
Yeah.
about it.
okay.
Yeah.
because
I'm
we're
sure
gonna,
there's
at
some
the end,
number
we're gonna
out
walk through, I'll walk you through it, so this way you can just, because this is, it's a really short process to create the classroom, and then after that, it's just adding whatever topics you want. So we'll just walk through the whole process, and then at the end, then we'll walk you through actually creating one. Okay? So once you've clicked on Google Classroom, it'll open up here, and you'll see this little plus right at the top. And if you click that, and it's gonna say, do you want to join a classroom or create? And you just, and we will be giving you this, everything that I'm going over today, you'll have a copy of that. So we're gonna say create a classroom, and this is what pops up. You decide what the title will be. I'm gonna call it Test Classroom. And even though this is set up, as you can see, for if you were in school and maybe the teacher was doing this section, subject, and room, this is still gonna work for just about anything you need a to-do list for, things you have, steps you need to take, and things like that. So it'll work, even though it says classroom. So we're gonna create, and then that's it. Your classroom is there. Test Classroom. So I'm going to use the one that I actually created already for Happy Holidays. I just created this a little bit ago. When you create it, it opens up to what I call the landing page, and it has several links on here that will help you navigate through Google Classroom. This is the streaming page, and on the streaming page is sort of like Facebook, where you'll see their posts. So anytime someone posts a comment or load something into Google Classroom, you'll see it here on the streaming page. And that's what the stream is. Over to the left, there is a link for Meet. This is where you can actually meet virtually with those who are in the classroom. If you click on the Meet link, it says Join, and then you can click Join Now.
There should be a camera on there.
Allow. There we go.
There you are. Oh!
So it's sort of like, like Zoom, you can have a virtual meeting. I like to think about this as if you're planning a family reunion and the members are in different places and you want to discuss something with them. You don't want to keep going back and forth to everybody through the comments. You can say, hey guys, let's meet. And everybody will go into Google Classroom, they'll join, and you all can talk just like this. So you have that option in Google Classroom. This one is the class code. So if you've invited someone and they can't find the email where they have the invite, you can copy this code and send the code to them, and that's when they will join your classroom. And then view all is if you've assigned something to someone, a task or anything like that, you can see everything that's coming due, and you can see that there's some things I've assigned to people in the classroom that are due today and then due Saturday. But if you click view all, you can see that you assigned it to 2 people, no one's turned it in yet, and you can see the due dates. Okay. Go back. At the top right of the landing page, there's also another link for the Meet. Just over here, there's also the calendar. So because this is a Google app, everything that you do, so if you're assigned something, you can actually see it on your Google Calendar. If you click the calendar, so those assignments that I have, one that's due today, right there, creating a budget, and then the one that's due on the 14th, right here, my classroom, by a Christmas tree. All right. And the Google Drive is the same thing. You'll have a drive, a classroom folder in your Google Drive. Let's do it this way. So if I go here, and there it is. So if you double click on that, this is a list of all of the classrooms I have in Google Classroom, and if I click on each one, and where's the holidays? then I can see the things that I have. Right now I haven't uploaded any files to this one, but I know that I'm in the Happy Holidays. And this is another thing that's really good about it being in Google, because Google follows you everywhere. So it's not like where you have something saved to your desktop or a file on your computer, and then you go somewhere else and you think, oh, I can't access it. So as long as you can get to your Gmail, wherever you go, you can open it up and you can get to the Google Classroom because it'll be right there. And then this one is settings. So this is good because I like this section here, stream and classwork. Right now on the stream page, I have only teachers can post a comment, because if you're a teacher and using it for a class, you may have 30 students, and you don't want 30 students commenting on the classroom. Let me go back to this. So on the stream page, so you'll have all these comments here. So if you don't want that, if you want it to be just that the teacher can post, and you can change it. You can say that students can post and comment, or students can only comment, or only teachers can post or comment. So I right now have it only teachers can post or comment, but I may change it so that students can comment. So now they can comment on something that they see in the stream, but they can't make any posts to that. So you won't get overloaded. I was doing it with doing the training classroom with 35 employees in circulation, and it got overwhelming the amount of emails you get and posts and comments. So saying that. So now if one of the students wants to comment, they can, but they can't post anything to here. And so that's the landing page. Again, there's this part here where you stream or you have comments and things that, notifications of things that have happened inside the classroom. Meet is where you can join and have a remote meeting with the people that are in the class. You can send the class code to someone who may have misplaced their email or deleted it, and then here you can see upcoming tasks that you have, and you can view them all. The next tab on the landing page is classwork. Click on that, and so for me, this is where you would create the different topics that you want in this classroom. And I just kind of thought of some generic ones that you would have for the holiday. I have holiday budget, holiday decorations, dinner menu, gift giving, holiday eve, things you'll do the day before the holiday, and then the holiday day, and holiday games and activities. And these are just, examples of things you can use. But for instance, if you were planning a family reunion, you could also do choice of venues as a topic, t-shirt design as a topic, and so things like that. And then under holiday budget, so after you create a topic, you can add some of these things under it, like you can assign something, or you can upload material, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So creating a budget in Google Sheets, and then gift budget, that is, and you can tell the difference. So the material looks like a little bookmark, and an assignment looks like a clipboard. So this is just material that I have uploaded to. And so I was saying, for the budget, you can use Google Sheets to create a budget. And if you created a budget in here for the decorations, so I'm not really savvy with Google Sheets, or it's sort of like Excel, where you can create a budget and it'll calculate it for you. But if you know how to do that, you can do it here. And what you put in here is saved to this, and anyone who's in the classroom can go in and look at this. It saves in real time. So when you add something to the budget, or you change something in the budget, it changes it over the entire platform. Everybody sees it. So that was holiday budget. What else did I do? The menu budget. So I put 3 of those. And then this is an assignment. I assigned this to 2 of the students, how to make a quick and simple budget in Google Sheets, because I didn't know how to do it. And so if you open this up, it is a video. So I attached a video from YouTube in here, and I assigned it to them to do. And this is how you would do that. So let's create an assignment. So say you want to assign something else. You have all the students assigned to it. You can choose a due date. Here you can say, it's almost Christmas, so let's just say, gotta get it done by Saturday. Maybe it's to mail the packages. We'll put it under gift giving. And we'll call this assignment, mail all presents And then we'll say, please ensure your presence are at the post office no later than, all gifts are mailed by this date. Gifts are mailed by this date. And see, I've assigned it to all the students. If I click here, if I just only wanted to assign it to just one of these, I can unclick all and say, well, John isn't giving gifts this year, only Ed is, so I can just assign it to Ed. But I want them both to do their presents. So do that. And then if I wanted to attach something to it, maybe the post office schedule or something that I have in my drive. So you can attach something from your own drive. So if you click on drive, these are things that I already have in my drive. And if it was something here that I wanted to attach, I could click on here and I could click add, and that would add it to that assignment. Or a YouTube video. So if I want to say wrapping gifts to mail. Let's see. I said warping. Wrapping. And let's see what comes up. So it's telling you the best way to wrapping gifts using no tape. Huh. Well, let's just try this first one. Oh, it's by Martha Stewart. She knows everything. How to wrap and ship gifts faster. So I click on this, and I'm going to add this video. And it shows up there. And then if I assign it, now I've assigned this to them. And they'll have until the due date to watch this video and mail those packages. You can upload, if you have a folder on if you're using your computer, you can upload things from your own drive. I don't have anything saved to this computer, but that's possible. And, or if there was say a website, USPS, United States Postal Service, we should do like holiday timeline. USPS holiday shipping timeline. Let's see. Deliver presents on time. Welcome to, and so here we go. And so I can copy this link and save it here. And now they'll have this on here where they can watch Martha Stewart show them how to wrap the packages, and then they can find out what the U.S. Postal Service says about getting your packages mailed on time. And now I'm going to assign it. And this will show up under mail on presents. And there it is. So that's the assignment that I just assigned under gift giving. And that's really the gist of in here creating. I use it mostly for uploading materials, which I do here, like if I want to upload, say, a document I want everyone to read or something I want everyone to use, or if you have an assignment. Say if you've got your grandkids for the summer and you want them to have certain chores during the summer, you can create a classroom about summer chore list. Chores for granddaughter, chores for grandson, and then you can assign different things to each one of them that way. And it doesn't have to be a link, or it could just be make sure you water the plants every other week or something like that. So this is where classwork is. This is where I keep all of the material. So here for holiday decorations, I have they have an assignment, which is to buy the Christmas tree, and they have to get that done by December 14th. But I've also put some material in here, inside decorations. I think I had a Martha Stewart in here too. Oh, $25 Dollar Tree Christmas decoration ideas, the Dollar Tree. So if you're on a budget, you can do that. But I think this is Martha Stewart, how to decorate outside. So for holiday planning, these are the topics I chose, and under those topics I put materials and assignments for the students. Speaking of students, the next tab is people. So it is labeled as if it was a classroom. So I'm a teacher and Annie is a teacher. That means I created the classroom, but I invited Annie so Annie can upload things. She can upload classwork. She can assign things to people. Ed and John are students. They can't do that. They can't add classwork. They can make comments because I changed it, so they can comment on things like that. But they're students, so they're able to see everything in classwork, and they can open it up and use it. But they couldn't upload something to it because if this was used at high school, you're teaching English. you don't want your students to be able to go in there and upload material to it or take stuff away. So they can view it and they can look at it, but they can't add to or take away. And this is where you would add a teacher or a student. And in this situation too, because it is Google, they do have to have a Gmail-based account. So no, Yahoo, I tried it, and I don't know, iCloud and other ones. So, but if you want, it depending on what you want people to do. So if you're doing a holiday planning, for instance, and if it's just you, say it's going to be me and my daughter, we're hosting, I'm going to make her a teacher so that she can add and put things in that I want. But the rest of the family, I'm going to make them students because we're just going to be assigning them things to do, and they'll be able to see it. So like even my mom, no mom, you're not going to be a teacher. You're going to be a student so that I can say, okay, mom, you need to make sure you have your collard greens ready, and cornbread. That's what that's your assignment for the holiday. Or, you have to buy the Christmas stockings or someone's decorating them. So for the students, they get assigned things to do, they get tasks to do, and they can view everything that's in classwork. But the teachers are the ones that have full control over what goes in the classroom and what changes can be made to the material that's in there. And grades, the last tab here, is actually how I see whether they've done the things that they're supposed to do. So as you can see, these things have been assigned to Ed and John, and they're okay today if they don't get it done though, because this is due today, creating the budget. Then I'll get a notification that says missing. But right now they're good because they've got assignments that are due, but they're not past due yet. And when they do them or when they complete them and turn them in, I'll go here and I'll be able to see it. It'll say turned in, and then I'll know they completed that task. But also, I'll get an email. Oh, I have to show you mine. So here's my Google Classroom. I created a folder in mine. You can see submitted late. So I saw that they submitted. There was a new assignment that was posted. Someone commented. So these are the emails I was saying that if you don't change that setting for the emails that you get, you're going to get all of the emails. And in this classroom, in the training classroom, I'm a teacher, and then there's 4 other managers and supervisors, teachers. So anytime I make a change, they all get that email. And anytime they make a change, I get the email. And so if you want to minimize the amount of stuff that goes into your emails you get about this, because some of it I didn't need to know, like that it was submitted late, you really don't need that because you can easily just go here and see that it's been turned in. And you can, I kept it on because I wanted to make sure I got them all, but you really can turn off some of those emails. Look at a lot of them were submitted late. Submitted late. See, so our private comment was added, new material was added, so you can see all of this. I check my Google Classroom daily, so the emails, I just send them all to this folder here. But maybe you don't, maybe you're not in your email all day and you want to, you want to see, oh, you get a pop-up saying somebody added something to the, to the Google Classroom. Oh, someone turned in an assignment. And that does happen because my email is on my phone. I get a pop-up on my phone when they turn an assignment, so I know. So even if I'm not at my computer, I can see that people are doing the things I've assigned to them. So that is really the basis of using Google Classroom for something other than classroom. So I like to think of it in the terms of if you're involved in a wedding party, and you may be the bridesmaid, and she's giving you, so the bride might create a classroom for all of her, her maid of honor and the bridesmaids, and this might be the bachelorette party, or just everything that the dress fitting. When you guys are going to show up, someone may need to be there for that, or if they're going to have a bachelorette party, deciding on the color. As everyone, there may be an appointment for them to all get their hair done at the same time. So all of that stuff, you can actually load it up as a topic under classwork. You can, if you're doing the bridesmaid thing, you can say, okay, schedule up into the wedding, and then I did the buffet, the menu for the reception. That may be things in there. So there's a lot of stuff you can do. I even thought about using it for managing my taxes, my tax returns. Right now, I have a folder or like a manila envelope that has like the last 7 years of my taxes in there. Yeah. Which is, now when you get them, you can upload, you can just do, this is my tax classroom, and you can do it by year, 2022 taxes, so how many years? I think they tell you to keep
7 years.
7 years, so you go back 7 years after, and just upload all of your returns, because I do TurboTax, which, I can download the final one, I can get my W-2s electronically, all of those forms you get, upload them there, and that way, God forbid, if you get audited, you'll have all your tax information there. So that's a maybe not so fun way to use Google Classroom, but that would be one that would be very helpful, because now you try to go through all that stuff, or you have to keep if you get paper pay stubs, maybe you want to keep them all in one spot, or any kind of medical things like shop records for the kids. You want to load them up, you got 3 kids, you have each one of them as a topic, and under there you upload all their shop records every year that they've gotten there, this and that, and you can keep track of it. It relieves me of having to have so much paper, so much emailing individual people, because you can email from right here inside. So if you go into, let's just say here, and you see that this is the one that's due today. No, that's not it. I'm gonna go back. So the one that's due today is, I came all the way out, sorry. So grades. So it's this one, creating the budget. So I go in here and I see that neither one of them have done it yet. And it gets to the end of the day, and I'm like, what are they waiting on? So if you click assigned, the little envelope opens up right here. You can email both of them. If you click on that email, and it'll say, it'll have their names, and you can say, hey, just a reminder, this is due by the end of the day today. So you don't have to go back to your Gmail and create an email from them. You can email them from right inside Google Classroom, which I'm going to do. Hey guys. They're going to be like, what? I thought this was a fake classroom. It is, but you got real assignments. It's due today. And I'm going to copy. I'm going to see if I do that. No, Annie, I'm going to copy again. Annie. Type. All right. And there we go. And I'm going to send it. And so they'll get an email reminding them to create that budget. I want to see it too, because I don't know how to do that. But that is really, and as you can see, I have used Google Classroom for a lot of stuff. So that was the holiday one. Oh, we have CERC department meetings, and we also have regular board meetings. So I created a classroom to track all of our meetings, our monthly meetings, the recordings I uploaded, and then our board meeting recaps, I upload that. So if someone missed it, one of our team missed the staff meeting, I will assign them to watch the recording of it so they can see it. And over here on the side, when you kind of hover over this, you'll see teaching here. So these are all the classrooms that I am a teacher in. And then down here it says enrolled. These are classrooms that someone else created that they invited me as a student. And then there's a thing called archive classes. So if you no longer need a classroom, so I don't need this test classroom. So if you do, I can open this one up and go here. And I'm going to go back to Classroom Home. And I can click this little thing and I can say archive, which means I don't want this. Okay, select the classroom. Okay, next. Archive the classroom does not delete it. It just puts it in archive, and I say archive it. And now if I go down to archive, as soon as this disappears, go away. Sorry, it's taking a while. Come on. Okay, click on archive classes. And now you see that classroom. You see how it's kind of got the lines through it. That lets me know it's an archive classroom, not really using it. We actually had a staff walking challenge back in 2023, and we made a Google Classroom for it in this archive. But it's still there, so if you change your mind, like, actually, I can use that, you can restore it. But if you decide you really don't ever need it again, you can delete it. And so I'm going to delete that one. And it's letting me know it will be gone. That's it. And I say, okay. This one I can't delete, and I don't think I can delete this one either. So you can only delete the ones that you created. So Van created this one, and I think Lucas created this one. So I can't delete these, but I'll leave them here in archive because I'm not using them. But any of these ones that I've created myself, I can delete them myself. If I'm not, I don't want to delete them, just don't want to use them, don't want to show it up, just move them to archive. And that is it for Google Classroom. I know I kind of went through it kind of fast, but it's really, once you create the classroom, that very first step, and you go in there, it'll be really kind of, it'll flow. It'll make more sense when you start creating your own topics and then you want to put things in there. So, do you have any questions, or is there anything that we want to help you create one?
It was, I don't want to be on here.
Well, you're in, so let's create one.
Okay.
So you can see how to use it.
And I'm actually going to invite you to my holiday one so you can see what an invitation looks like when you get an invitation for a classroom in the mail. Because I have your,
Email.
yeah, so I'm going to invite you to that classroom as a student.
Okay.
So this is thing.
Now, back here.
Okay, we're not gonna join a class, just cancel. Okay, and she's gonna send you an email, so click here. And then you are gonna join a class. So let's click off here. Let's get rid of that, and then there's security alerts. You wanna click on the security alert.
Okay, I took care of that already.
Yeah, and then check activity. So yes, it was me. Good, and then X out. Okay, and then you can get out of this. Just get rid of it, you don't need it. Okay, and she just sent you something, so click on it.
And you see, if you have a classroom, this is what it looks like when you
Yes, join
invite
the class.
somebody. You can see it's kind of grayed out.
Going. Okay,
Okay, we're in your classroom.
okay, so down there, see your,
And I'm going to refresh, so maybe you
Refresh
should.
it. See?
There you are.
Now you
You're
are.
a student now.
there.
Okay.
And so now you should be able to go into the classwork and be able to see all of these things, and I can assign you something now. Let's see.
Okay, okay, got it. Okay, and assign her something.
Let's see, what can I assign?
She's gonna assign you something.
Assignment. We're gonna say, no grades on that, due date, we're gonna say tomorrow. Give you a day to do it. And we'll put it under, ooh, dinner menu. Let's see, best holiday recipe.
It's spelled holiday.
I did not type well. Okay, so just gonna make sure, and then I'm gonna assign it to you. And now, if she goes to her, if she goes to the, like if she goes here, she should be able to see under View All that she has an assignment if she clicks on it.
Click on it. Okay, I see right up there.
And it should tell her what day it is and what day it's due.
This crazy. Okay, got it. Okay. So there is your,
And please provide your holiday recipes for review. I would click on that to give her, or, and click.
So you can actually do here if you want it. You can click on here and you can just type in. You're like, oh, you know, ham with whatever. But if you also had add or create, she could create a list and attach it to it.
yeah, and then that's what we'll show her how to do. I think I'm gonna stop the recording.
Okay.
So say something good and then.
Okay, and I'll send you my recipe right now.
Good.
So I hope that you're able to find some use for Google Classroom, if not for the holidays, but for some other occasion or some other thing in your life that you need to organize. I also created one once for my house plants to make sure that they require watering and different type of lighting. So I created a classroom that helped keep me on track with watering them at the right time so I didn't kill them all, and also make sure I had them located in the right place. So I hope that you can find a good use for Google Classroom as we did today. And thank you for joining us.